Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here on behalf of our team at EVES, who our salespeople, they live up to our motto there, day in and day out. They are exceptional every day. A warm welcome to the auction room here this afternoon, and of course to our vendors. Thank you for entrusting us in the marketing of your properties, and we wish you the best in your endeavours. And of course our buyers, buying on that cash unconditional basis today, we wish you the best as well. My name's Grant Child. I'll simply be facilitating today. Robert, she'll look after all the technology in the auction room, and I'll just be presenting the first 10 properties, and then I'll be handing over to my good friend and colleague, fellow auctioneer Jordan Silbright. Now those folks you see across the bottom of the screen, Sarah, Mark, Craig and Trevor, they're on hand today. They're members of our management team, and on auction day we convert them to our negotiation team. So if your bids don't take us to the owner's reserve prices, that's the figure that we're permitted to put the properties to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we don't quite reach there, we'll simply pause the auction. We'll give you that opportunity to keep discussing with our sellers and see if we can't help you secure the property here today. If you do reach agreement, folks, it will come back to us. We'll then make any necessary amendments to where the bidding level is, put the property to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But be very clear, folks, if we don't reach agreement and we close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. We've got a couple of properties today that we've got conditional offers ready to go to present to our vendors straight away, and we will disclose to you which properties those are when we get to them. So let's cut to the chase, cover off the documentation. Obviously the buyers and sellers guides have been around for a long time. They are available in the stand just outside of the auction room. You're bidding on the basis we've provided you with that document today. Going straight to the contract of sales, it's circulated in draft form. Again, finalised copies also available in the same stand just outside of the auction room. If there's been any amendments or any changes to those contracts, then we will alert you to that prior to bidding. So by way of any bidding today, we're going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract that we worked to. And what you see up there in blue on the screen there is what's covered off for this area here, which is the conduct of auction. And again, not going to go through that in its entirety. Just a couple of pertinent points I just want to make sure that you are very clear on. Firstly, your obligations immediately on completion of the auction is of course to autograph the contract, seal the deal, and then pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. Vendor bidding. Clause 2.5 authorises vendor bidding. When our vendors sign the reserve form, folks, they also confirm that they give that authority to the auctioneer and to the auctioneer only. So the only person that can submit vendor bids on a property is myself or Jordan. During the calling of the auction, we will disclose any vendor bids to you. They will only be at a level below the seller's reserve price. It is simply a technique that we use if there's only one person participating in the auction, working with you there to try and get you to that negotiating platform, at which time we pause the auction. So essentially what's happening there is if we are holding a vendor bid at any level, our vendors are saying to you through us, thanks but no thanks. If you want to purchase our property, you will need to be above that. So it's simply a technique to assist you to get to the negotiating platform. Happy to answer any questions at this juncture, folks? No questions? Of course, welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream as well. You don't have to worry about the camera, folks. It's up there on the ceiling. It's only on me and the screen. So welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream. Of course, our auctions go out over the World Wide Web for everyone to see. Now that just enhances the total transparency of our auctions here at EVES, folks. They are there for everybody to see. Now we were to have a property in our 2 o'clock session. In fact, it was last one up. It was Shane and Debbie Labour have been marketing the property at 34A Longstead Avenue. Those vendors were presented with an offer earlier on, in fact over the weekend, that was acceptable to them. So the auction, that property was sold prior. So we also have a property scheduled for this afternoon at 33 Philomel Crest. Also in our 2 o'clock session. If you are here for that one, unfortunately our vendors chose to withdraw that property from the auction just prior to lunchtime, so that property has been withdrawn. So that brings us to our first one for the afternoon, and that's probably at number 9 Mahoney Place. And you see Owen and Kristen from our Gatepower office up the front here. They've been jointly marketing this property at 9 Mahoney Place. It's a solid build, it's nicely designed, and it is in an absolute quality, popular location as well. The legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 760 square metres of land, more or less, is what you buy, all described in the record of title, say 58 folio 264, 20 working days from today's date. Any variation to that? No changes there? Any changes to the channels list? No. This property, folks, I can tell you, is one out of the box. Just fine for comfortable living as it is, whilst it also offers you some wonderful opportunities for modernisation. If you really want to just minor modernisation will just enhance the property and create it to something very special, only if you so decide. Otherwise, it's very comfortable as it is. Those living spaces, well, they link easily with the outdoors as well. The northeasterly aspect of the home there offers light and brightly lit interiors, just bringing a spark to your day right through the day as the daylight remains. So the opportunity to create your own landscaping excellence as well with this property, and of course the opportunity here for investors to get approximately a $740 per week return on the property as well. So that's done through a rental appraisal. So, location, folks, and if you are looking for a property in an absolutely outstanding neighbourhood, then there's your new neighbour over here, Mr. Owen Phelps. You cannot go wrong. When you buy property in a location where a real estate salesperson resides, you are buying in a good location indeed, folks. 9 Mahoney Place. Where do we say go? We do have registered telephone bidding on this one, folks. Your opportunity, if you're here in the room, let's get us underway now. You set the benchmark. Let's get us started, or do you want to leave it over to the phone bid? Who'd like to start me off?
800.
Right, we're underway over here on the right-hand side at $800,000, and we'll travel in $25,000 rises from here. At 800 the money on the right-hand side, against our phone bidder now, against everybody else in the room, who are here at 8.25 anyway now. Let's get on the bike and peddling now, folks. $800,000, fair and reasonable start for this location. First call now. Second time, we are out. Third, last opportunity. Are they joining us? Having to work alongside you there, man. Vendor bid at $825,000 now. With me at 825, making it 850, shall we go? At 825, it's with me at 850 on the nod now. Get down to present bid there, sir. At $850,000 over here on the right-hand side with my starter bidder now, chasing down at 25, rise from here. First call now at 850. What about our telephone bidder? Are they in or out? Second call now at $850,000. Third, last opportunity for them to join us. Going to go once more on behalf of our seller there, man. It's 875. It's with me. Vendor bid at $875,000. Take me to 9. If there's no further bids, we'll pause. Give me the opportunity to keep talking to our seller, our vendor at that time. Thank you. $900,000 even it is on the right-hand side now. $900,000 with my starter bidder. Their opportunity is here to come in now. Happy to take a 20 if they're a bit scared of the 25s. First call now at 900, 000, otherwise we pause and continue discussions on the right-hand side. Second time at 900. Third, last opportunity for you to join us at $900,000. Pausing the auction mark, bids over here at $900,000. Can you see if you can help the lady, please? Alright, moving right along to our second property for the afternoon, number 9A, Edith Road, Charlotte Garden, working out of our Papenmar office. Needs no introduction to the Papenmar market. And this property here is where Papenmar dreams can be your reality, with this home that Charlotte has described in her marketing as being on trend. Crossley's freehold is the legal aspects of the property described in record of title SA 43D folio 113. Now there was a refrigerator and some original documentation, Charlotte, that has been removed from the channels. It doesn't stay. And there is a clause in the contract authorising an early release of the deposit in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008. 20th of January 2023, still our settlement date. We have opportunity for lots of lotto tickets between now and the 20th of January, folks. Any other changes to the channels list there, Charlotte? No changes there. So the property here, folks, is a short walk to the refurbished Little Pippi's daycare centre as well. You've got the remodeled playground, the barbecue, the basketball court rather, and of course the new pump track. So you've got all these facilities, all nice and handy to your new home at Haley Grove there. That's been lovingly renovated inside and out. It's positioned in a nice quiet cul-de-sac. If you are investors, it's a good option here for this one as well. You can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $600 to $650 a week on this one, and certainly perfectly positioned for a short, kid-friendly stroll to the beach and perhaps a 5-minute or so walk through the greenbelt to the popular Tauranga school. So that really does wrap up a fantastic location and a nice, comfortable home indeed. I'd be happy to take a $700,000 start. I know you probably think it's worth a lot more than that, given my description of the property, but I'd be happy to start you away at 7. It's 700,000, not 7 o'clock tonight. Who'd like to start me away? It's a really quiet location, folks, so you're all going to fit in perfectly. Looking for an opening bid now. Here's your opportunity. First call now. Second, last chance for a start. Charlotte, I know you've got interest in this property, so I'm going to close your auction. I'm going to hand it back to you and leave you to continue with your good work. And knowing the way you work, I'm going to get a text message from you by the end of play tomorrow telling me that you've got this property under contract.
It's a deal.
No pressure. Moving on to property number 3 for the afternoon today, folks. Number 15, Sunnyvale Place, Danielle Hayes. Again, another one of our very experienced salespeople working out of our Mount Maunganui office, been marketing this property. A brick and tile option there with credentials for fast-growing families and downsizing empty nesters and grannies to wrangle every so often. This home really does tick lots of those boxes. Danny, just confirming the legal aspects of it. It's a freehold estate, 645 square metres of land, more or less, so a good parcel of land there. And a freehold estate, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. SA 68A Folio 552 is the record title that describes the legal aspects of the property. And just a quick reminder that the rangewood, although it does stay with the property, it is on an as-is, where-is basis, no vendor warranties relating to that. Just a reminder also of clause 23, the purchaser acknowledges and accepts that you've been informed that the tiled shower in the main bathroom may not comply with the Building Act, and there is no building consent or code compliance certificate on file on the tip for the tiled shower. Accordingly, vendor warranties pursuant to clause 9.35 do not relate to the tiled shower and are hereby deleted. It only relates to that tiled shower, not the entire property, though, folks, just confirming that. 30 working days from today's date, Danny, still our settlement dates, no other changes to the channels list apart from that rangewood. So there you go, folks, the opportunity to decamp is on you to your glorious backyard there this summer and socialise with loved ones well and truly long into the evening, where just visualise yourself out there on the deck there, nice fully fenced backyard there, barbecue sizzling away while the kids play on the tramp in the backyard, absolutely perfect indeed. Theme is one for comfort and flow throughout the open plan living as well, and you've got that tastefully upscale bathroom to enjoy as well. Nice restful cul-de-sac with ample off-street parking. Another one that is zoned for the very popular Tauranga Coast School. Nice and handy for the Mount Intermediate and College as well, in zone there, and a pivotally addressed for both Bayfair and the Papamoa Plaza precinct. So you're pretty much reasonably central in location, aren't we, Danny? And of course, you've got the beach not too far away, which is why these types of properties are very popular. Let's see how popular it is and see who the popular new owner is going to be. That's what we're here for today, folks, is to deal with you, the cash buyers only. Auctioneers do not work with conditional buyers. We only work with you, the cash buyers, so you should feel privileged. Looking for a start now. Let's get us underway. You set the benchmark, happy to work alongside you from there. Looking for an opening bid now. First call. Second, final call for any cash, unconditional interest in the property. Obviously none today, Danny, so I'm going to close the auction. What sort of buying budget do we need? This location, what this property offers? Well, one could expect this to be quite an expensive property, but I think the Ingles are very keen to work with the market. How much do we need?
I agree, Grant. So we're going to position the price at $959,000.
$959,000 there is your buy now price for this property at 15 Sunnyvale Place. Call Danielle in our Mount Maunganui office, and she's happy to facilitate proceedings from there. Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Grant.
Love it. Right, moving on. 16 Whitfield Place is the next one again. Another very experienced real estate agent in the Tauranga area is Chris Raw from our EVES office here. And this property here at number 16 Whitfield Place, a pristine presentation, certainly belies the property's age, absolutely immaculate both inside and out. Looking at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 580 square metres of land, more or less. All described in record of title say 68 folio 992. 3rd of February, Chris, 2023.
Correct. Yep.
Any other tickets between now and then, folks? Buy today and pay on the 3rd of January 2023. The only thing you have to part with today is, of course, your 10% deposit. Any changes to the channels listed all there, Chris? No changes there, all there circulated. So back to the property itself there, just some pearls of wisdom. You've got that outdoor patio access from the space. That's room for roomy, it's nice and sheltered. Look at that, the way that it just extends out nicely to the outdoors. And you're going to really bathe in sunshine with this property here as you move around the outdoor living areas. It's located at the end of a cul-de-sac where you will imbibe with friends well into the summer nights at 16 Whitfield Place. It's nice and private as well. You've got the combined kitchen, dining, lounge space, it's super sunny, light. And of course that brings you warmth during the day as well. Everything spells delight very clearly right throughout this home at 16 Whitfield Place. The highly walkable suburbs, well serviced by shopping facilities and schools, and there's lovely walks and parks to enjoy in this location as well. So 16 Whitfield Place, again, as I mentioned folks, all I'm here to do is work with you for cash unconditional interest. Where would you like to say go for this one? Two ways you win at an auction. One is by bidding. The second one is auctions are quite an interesting thing. Most people win by coming first. If you don't win at an auction by coming first, you win by coming last. And that's being the last bidder. But before we find the last bidder, folks, we need to find the first one. Where would you like to say go for now for 16 Whitfield Place? Cash interest? First call. Second, last opportunity, in or out. Another one, we haven't quite found the cash buyer yet, Chris, so we've closed the auction. How much do we need? Let's get a price out there in the marketplace. I know this vendor's keen to work with the market. What do we need?
Okay, price of the property today, Grant, at $949,000.
There you go, $949,000. I can tell you now, folks, you drive past this property very, very soon indeed. You're going to see a sold sticker on there, Chris. I suggest you make sure your fuel tank is full, because I think once that price gets out there in the marketplace, you're going to be inundated with inquiry. That is very, very good value for money. $949, buys that.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. Obviously, I'm still tied up with the negotiations on Mahoney at the moment, folks. So, but leaving everything in very capable hands over here with Kristen, looking after 96A 12th Avenue. So you've got a solid built home, typical of the 1940s era, absolutely perfectly positioned for easy access to all Tauranga's amenities and attractions as well. Now, the legal aspects of this property, it is a cross-lease freehold, as described in record or title, say 23A folio 1243. Now, this one here, Kristen, the range should it does stay, there's no vendor warranties with that, it is as is. Whereas, any other changes to the channels list at all? And our settlement date is only 10 working days from today's date, so the opportunity to be in, settled, and enjoy Christmas in your new home here at 96A 12th Avenue, folks. You've got the direct north facing, ensures very light and sunny filled living spots throughout the home, as well as you see there on the screen, nice and bright indeed. You've got enough room out the back to enjoy good socialising time, and you've also got some room for the green fingered to have some fun in the garden as well. So lots of options available for you here at 12th Avenue. It's a spacious unit that offers comfortable living as it is, but a renovation, well, that could improve the standard of living comfort that you may desire, but it would definitely improve value in the property as well. So lots of options here, and I know being 12th Avenue, one would expect it to be quite an expensive property, but believe it or not, folks, I'd be more than happy to take an opening bid anywhere in the fours. As long as it starts with a 4, I'm happy to work alongside you today if you are in that position of cash. Vendor's keen to work with the buyer interest here today. If you are in that position of cash, now's the time to put it on the table. See if we can help you today. Otherwise, we just carry on our pursuit. I know Owen and Kristen have got buyers that have been expressing a bit of interest in this. In fact, I think one of our cherrywood agents has also got somebody that's expressed a bit of interest, disappointed, haven't quite been able to get in a position to be able to bid at the auction today. So, looking for cash interest, folks. First call. Second. Last chance. Obviously not here today. You're going to close the auction, Kristen. I know you've got working with some buyers on that one, so I think you'll probably have that property under contract very quickly. Keep mentioning our busy salespeople here at EVES. In fact, the whole team are extremely busy, and certainly none other than Fran Harmon from our Papamoa office, also extremely busy out there in the marketplace, marketing this property at 2 Tauranga Close out there in Papamoa. It's located on a prime corner spot and just absolutely drenched in sunshine, so that that particular location, the way the property's positioned on the site, it really does eliminate any hemmed-in feelings for this property. A freehold estate, as I mentioned before, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. 468 square metres of land is what you get, and all described in record of title 850062. Friday the 31st of March. Obviously that's 2023, you're a bit late for 2022. Any other changes of settlement date or channels or anything, Fran? Wouldn't have thought so. You've got the bespoke kitchen there to satisfy the family chef. You've got the highly spec tiled bathrooms as well. It really is one of those properties that just absolutely oozes quality and comfort right throughout the home. You've got flexibility for 3 bedrooms and 2 living areas, or 4 bedrooms and 1 living area. So quite often you get that flexibility, obviously, from the size of those rooms there. You've got a luxurious home in a pristine condition from top to toe of this property, and of course you've got those wonderful plush window dressings you would have identified when you went and viewed the property. All of this is within easy walk of the impending $1 billion Sands town centre, so it really is all about location, and this one in particular is all about quality. So I'd suggest, Fran, a property worthy of the northern side of 1.1. So anything on the northern side of 1.1 million, I'm happy to work with you here today if you're in that position of cash. Cash buyers are a little bit elusive at the moment. I know you haven't all come along to see me, folks. Looking for an opening bid now for number 2 Tauranga Close. Anything on the northern side of 1.1. First call, second, last chance for us. Right, close the auction, hand it back to you, Fran. A bit more work to do to find out the right buyer for that one, but I'm sure you will indeed, as it's an absolute quality home at a great location indeed. So thanks, Fran. Right, moving along, folks. We're almost there with the results on Mahoney. We're just investigating a couple of other options for our vendors at this point in time. So in the meantime, we present to you the property number 32 Tarpley Way. Jared Madden from our Cameron Road office has been presenting this property. This must have been an absolute delightful property to market there, Jared. You know, one of those properties that you really enjoy doing your Sunday open homes when you're marketing a property like this. Perfectly positioned at the top of the established Place Park cul-de-sac for absolute brilliant elevation, and of course with that comes that wonderful urban outlook in the home, from the home as well. The legal aspects of it is a freehold estate, 640 square metres of freehold land. Like I said with previous properties, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. Record of totally say 59 days, Folio 242 confirms all the legal aspects of it, and 15 working days from today's date as your settlement date. Bit of flexibility around that, Jared. So if you need an alternative date, then certainly talk to Jared. Some further terms of sale being inserted at the request of the vendor solicitor. General terms of sale 9.1, 9.2 are deleted as 9.35, 9.36. Implies, of course, 9.31 has been amended, given the fact that the vendor, having not been in occupation of the property, makes no warranties as to the serviceability or warranties of the channels, fixtures and fittings, making sure that you are bidding with full knowledge of that basis. And as I said, 15 working days is your settlement date. So again, a great opportunity for you here. The opportunity is also here for this property for you to inflict your interior design flair and your landscaping creativity into the property as well. well. It's already got some wonderful benefits for you in the home, i.e. the wood burner. You've got that's connected to a wetback, so a nice economical home to reside in. You've got the heat pump there as well. The HRV system, they're all very, very welcome additions and extras for the quality lifestyle that you are about to endure at 32 Tarpley Way. You've got that patio area through the ranch sliders, an absolutely excellent space for seamless entertaining, relaxing with your morning cup of tea or perhaps an evening drink, just watching your children and your pets roam freely on the north-facing, fully fenced site. So it really is a good quality family home with lots of options as well. So it's a great entry-level home. It is in a sought-after location, a very popular location indeed. Investors, well, you can expect somewhere in the vicinity of $590 to $620 per week if you want an investment property. So there it is there for you folks, a great option for you. And think about what you could do with this property, you know, just giving it a bit of a cosmetic upgrade. That will not only improve your living lifestyle, but it will certainly improve value over time as well. So in your hands lies Tarpley View, in particular number 32, up the top of the end of the cul-de-sac, nicely elevated. Who says go? Cul-de-sac living, quiet. You're going to be perfect in there, each and every one of them. Nice and quiet. Some of the auction room wouldn't be quite as quiet today, but that's okay. I'm only here to work with the cash interest. I've said that before. First call for a start. Second, last chance. Okay, no cash for this one today, Jared. So what sort of money do we need to be able to buy this property here, mate?
We're going to sharply price the property right now at $795,000.
$795,000. There you go, folks. Buy now price for this property, $795,000. If you know of anybody that is looking for a quality opportunity and a great property in a great location, you better tell them about this because it's not going to last too long at that sort of price. Very much available. Jared Benton from our Cameron Road office. He's the man to talk to give you an update. Thanks, Jared. Well, I think we're going to focus on the 9 Mahoney Place now. We have an improved bid now to $920,000. Can you just confirm that bid for me, please? At $920,000, my instructions are pretty clear. That's to work a little bit harder at this juncture at $920,000. Happy to take a 10 on top to give you the opportunity to, pardon? 5,000? Okay, I'm happy to take a 5 as well. $925,000. Welcome you back at 9:30. Shaking your head the wrong way. Need it north to south, chin to chest. Can't you sell property to in the auction room east to west? First call now at $925,000. New bidder joins us now. Second time, third, last opportunity at $925,000. Would they like to strengthen their position, take me to $935? We'll give them the opportunity to keep talking to our seller. Make it 935, pause the auction, give you the opportunity to chat with our owners. Yep, 935. $935,000. Appreciate you working with me as well at 935. First, second, last chance for you to come back in. Mark, we're at 935 now with the new bidder over here. Right, moving on through our catalogue today, folks. Number 9, Edith Way. Kelly Exelbeck from our Cherry office has been presenting this Matua property. An absolutely superb Matua location, this one, isn't it, Kelly? It's a very popular location. In fact, we don't get property. I can't remember the last time we auctioned a property in Edith Way. It's not to say that we haven't sold any in Edith Way, but it's just a very popular location. This particular one offers you wonderful privacy, and you've got that serene locale close to the shops, cafe, and if you're into a bit of lawn bowls as well, you haven't got far to go to the Matua Bowling Club. The legal aspects of it, it's a cross-lease freehold. SA 38B folio 628 describes all the legal aspects. Now, excluded in the sale are the wall-mounted wrought iron plant holders, the bird bath, the garden pots and plants. Correct. All excluded. 14th of December, still our settlement date. What a wonderful Christmas present you're buying yourself here today, and you can be in there and enjoy the Christmas and the property as well. Any other changes to the channels listed already, Kelly? No changes? So you've got that fresh modern interior at 9 Edith Way to enjoy. You've got the sleek designer's kitchen, it's light filled, and of course very, very functional indeed. all this has really been the functionality created by the design, but the renovation, by the current owners just gives you this wonderful environment to reside in at 9 Edith Way. You've got the quiet courtyard and outdoor living area that boasts the electric awning as well, so when you've got a hairdo like mine, you really do need those sorts of things in the sunshine. But it also catches the morning sun for your morning tea or coffee as well, and moves on right through the day. Perfectly presented in a perfect location, looking for that perfect buyer here today for 9 Edith Way. Who says go on this one? Gee, you're a tough lot today. I wish I had some boxing gloves to come down here and get your blow around the ears and get your mobile. Isn't it funny how it's really quite interesting as an auctioneer? You stand up here at the podium, every time you call for an opening bid, everybody looks at the floor. Looking for an opening bid now for number 9 Edith Way, folks. Don't be shy, here's your chance. First call now, second, last chance. Okay, Kelly, how much do we need, mate? I'm going to close the auction. How much do we need to buy this?
Free outstanding 919, rate of value is 975.
So 975 rate of value, and you can buy this property today for $919,000 only. Kelly works out of our Cherrywood office, so he's not too far away to take you through the property. I would suggest that you act very, very quickly, because again, another one, Kelly, I think once the price gets out there, I think you're going to be busy, particularly given this Matua location as well. 919 buys it today, folks.
That's right.
You're welcome. Well, we're just going to push through the catalogue slightly, folks, and we're just going to extend right through now to number 1, Otumoetai Lane. Ranjit is just working on a property on Mahoney at the moment, and has also got some people from Moffat Road. So we're just going to push forward. We'll present to you number 2 Otumoetai Lane, and we'll come back to Moffat Road for you very shortly. 1 Otumoetai Lane. Dirk Louis, another one of our very busy and experienced salespeople working out of the Mount Maunganui office there, presenting this property at 1 Otumoetai Lane, tucked down the private lane, setting a precedence for the striking design and some wonderful curbside appeal with this property as well. It's one of those ones that people, when they drive past, they kind of go, wow.
It's a neck breaker. It's a neck breaker.
A neck breaker. Wow. That's a good term. I must have. If I note that down, I'll use that going forward, even though I'm approaching retirement. I mean, so there it is, folks. You've Otumoetai Lane. You've got a neck breaker here. The legal aspects of it is a freehold estate. 709-358 is the record of title number that describes the property, and Friday the 20th of January is your settlement date for this one. The flexibility around that too. You almost ran out of room on the screen there with the tells us, folks. That just depicts the quality of the property. I won't ask you to go through those individually, Duke, but you haven't had any changes that's been circulated. So defined by its grand entry, the impressive high stud ceilings with windows that line the top, as you can see there at the top of the screen there, folks, that really does generate the wow factor in this property here at number 1 Otumoetai Lane. The kitchen forms a solid hub for family living. You've got the seamlessly stacking doors that out to that well-appointed deck area that captures the lion's share of the day's sun as well. So a home that you're really going to enjoy. You've got easy connections with the city and beyond, topped by its beachside location. There really is a lot to love about living in the coast. Desire to own this property, well, I would suggest, as you said in your notes to me, it's pretty much a no-brainer, isn't it? So I know we've had some buyers that have been working hard to try and get themselves into a position to be able to purchase the property here today. Duke's just informed me they haven't quite been able to make it, so I'll put it to the floor here to you today, cash buyers. We were just starting away for Otumoetai Lane. I'm not going to suggest any figures on this one. Just going to simply close the auction if there's no cash interest, and leave Duke to continue working with the buyers we've been working with up until now. First call, second, last chance for cash. Close the auction, hand it back to you there, David. A bit more work to do on that one, my friend. You're welcome. Right, back we go, folks. Number 9, Mahoney Place. Now we have an amended bid at $950,000 from your phone bid of the Ranjit. Can you just confirm that for me, please? At $950,000, man, your instructions to sell to the highest bidder here today. On the market, it goes now at $950,000 here, folks, for number 9, Mahoney Place. Here's your opportunity now to have Owen Phelps as your next door neighbour. First call now, Second time, don't let that opportunity slip by. He's a great guy. Third, last opportunity, quickly, it goes. Sold at $950,000. Congratulations to our owners. Well, congratulations to our seller over there. Our lucky last one for our 1 o'clock session today, folks, and that's the property that our good friend and colleague Derek Rosa from our from our Cameron Road office has been marketing this property, in particular number 110 Moffat Road. Absolutely immaculately built home. You've got the prime location, only minutes from the Bethlehem town centre, and of course located almost opposite the Bethlehem College there as well. So a great location indeed for 110 Moffat Road, the freehold estate, all described in a record of title SA 56C, folio 828. 766 square metres of land is what you buy with this property here, and your settlement date is the 22nd of February 2023. Any other changes to the channels list?
No, not at all.
Apart from the large rock with indentation in the front garden.
It's a very, very pretty rock.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't stay. It's not going to be there.
It's going.
It's going. It's not going to be there. So there you go, folks. So just one of those pristine properties, as I mentioned, folks. You've got those beautiful easy care grounds. You've got the tropical bonanza of fresh green hues to enjoy in this property as you enjoy particularly that spacious deck. Look at that out there that you see. You've got the beautiful garden lights there, just absolutely tropical indeed. That spacious deck, well, that's capable of large group entertaining, all undercover and suitable for all weather as well. You've got the seamless transition to the outside from the lounge or the master bedroom. The family shed, well, they're going to be simply well satisfied in this kitchen as well. In fact, I think what the family shed will probably do to the rest of the family is pick up your cell phones and just delete the Uber Eats because you won't need them from this home. You've got the high quality finishes right throughout the home, timeless elegance and design for easy living with a vibrant decor. That's what this one offers you. 110 Moffat Road, who says go, and what might your quantum be? Where would you like to start your one? Suggest any figures for this one? I'm going to leave it entirely over to you, folks. Let me start my way.
1.2.
Pardon?
1.2.
1.2. I did ask for a start, so we were at that 1.2. We'll be travelling in $100,000 rises from here. Let's go there quickly now. 1.2. Straight on to 1.3 with the vendor bid now at this point in time. Back to you for 1.4. At 1.3 it is with me on behalf of the vendor now, taking nothing less than 100 at this point in time. Put it all into perspective of where we need to be. 1.4 is what I'm chasing down now, $1.3 million. If you want to buy the property, you need to be well on the northern side of this. Can't help you at that sort of level. First call now, we're in advance on 1.3. Won't be taking any less than 100,000. Second time, third, last chance, in or out. Happy to advance it on behalf of the seller, 1.4 now. $1,400,000, still well away from the property's value at this junction, folks, at 1.4. $1,400,000, I'll take a 50 from here if it's going to help you. Maybe even a 25. Will that facilitate proceedings for you? Make it 1,425. First call now, 1.4. Second, last chance. Well, I'm going to facilitate proceedings and treat the property with the respect that it deserves at 1.450. It's with me now, $1,450,000. Well away from where we need to be for this property, folks, at $1,450,000. Your opportunity to buy is now, and you will definitely need to be on the northern side of $1,450,000. First call, second, last chance before I shut it down. Auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Derek. Certainly not available for sale anywhere near that level. Well, that concludes the options that I'm offering you today, folks. On behalf of the team here, bid you good afternoon for 1 o'clock session. Jordan will be back at 2 o'clock to present you another main properties. We'll see you at 2 o'clock.
Right, well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the EVES auction room for our 2 o'clock session today. My name is Jordan Siverite, and I'm merely here to assist you in your property buying and selling endeavours. We'll get to some conduct, but before we do, just a couple of introductions. You'll see on the screen there, Grant, he conducted our 1 o'clock session there. Obviously, Robin beside me, she's assisting with all of the technology that you see up on the screen. The other 4 names, Trevor, Craig, Mark, and Sarah, well, they are our part of our management team, here to assist with some negotiating off the auction floor. If we get to a point where we haven't quite made an agreement between buyer and seller, or we may just pause and let you have a little negotiation and conversation with them. Introductions, well, that's all that is, and we'll move forward. You will see here the buying and selling guide published by the REA. You should all have a copy of those, either tucked away in the glove box or maybe beside the telephone at home. They've been around for a long time, and no doubt you would have received a copy. But if you'd like one, out in the foyer there, if you'd like final perusal. The conduct, well, the conduct of auction, well, we all work to the same conduct there. You'll see it on the front page of the auction documentation that you would have been provided in draft form. Well, that's now been finalised and again available out in the foyer. Just a couple of things I'll point your attention to there. Vendor bidding. Vendor bidding is purely a way of the sellers saying to you, the buyers, thank you, but no thank you at this level. We're not for sale. If you'd like to buy the property, well, you'll need to place a bid higher than that vendor bid. Vendor bids will always be below our reserve price and clearly labelled as a vendor bid. Again, just assisting you in the right direction to help with the change of ownership. Phone bidders, well, I'll point out phone bidders as we get to each auction if we do have any registered phone interest. However, if there's no registered phone bidders, well, your competition, it's sitting in front, beside, behind, but within the room here. When we reach a conclusion for an auction and we have a new owner, well, I do require just a couple of things from you. Your John Hancock, that's your signature on the contract sealing the deal, and of course your 10% deposit, unless of course you've got a variation signed prior. Any questions along the way, please feel free to raise a hand and let me know. I'll try not to mistake it for a bid. But again, if your intentions are to buy, let it be seen, heard, and of course very clear to me, as I'll be the one counting the numbers up the front. We'll move on to our first property for the 2 o'clock session today then. And well, a wonderful property we have at 225B Range Road. Leon Santoric out of our Pakenham office. I know he's around here, he's probably taking a last minute call from a buyer. But Leon's been working this one, wonderful home to work, to be fair. Just one street back from the beach. There's plenty to love about this near new modern built home. Legally described, it's a freehold estate being 456 square metres more or less. Unique identifier is 812676. The settlement date we see on the screen there, he is making a grand entrance. Like I said, he's been talking to buyers and vendors all morning, busy man, and so we'll excuse the, we know he's been busy. So 10 working days is the settlement we've got there, Leon, correct as per there, and no changes to that shadows list up there. Perfect, so that's what you've been invited on today, folks. Embracing a sense of relaxed and secure seclusion, this immaculately presented home in both modern and comfortable, well, it's both modern and comfortable, yet central and convenient. A separate media room with partition sliders creates a quiet space to read in the mornings or relax in the evenings with a movie on. Outside, while a sunny patio is the perfect spot to enjoy post-beach barbecues with friends and family, while high fencing and the easy care surrounds promise minimal upkeep and ensure that your weekends, well, they remain exactly that, your weekends, to do with what you like. The Coast Boulevard precinct is conveniently close by. Stock up on supplies from the local Fresh Choice supermarket or grab a coffee from Pearl Kitchen Cafe en route home from your morning beach walks. In your hands, buyers, this is the point where you tell me where you'd like to start us away. 225B Range Road. Opening bid, opening offer. All quiet. First time I call around the room looking for a start then. Second opportunity, cash buyers. That's who we're looking for here in the auction room. Give the first chance to the cash buyers. That's who we deal with here in the auction room. Third time. Okay, look, it doesn't look like we've got the cash on this one, Leon. But I know you've been working with some parties, so wish you all the best. I'm sure it won't be long before we see a sold sticker up on the sign out the front. Auction closed. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on to the next wonderful property we have up here, and this one being marketed by Steve Cameron from our Waihi office there at 17 Somerset Street is the property we bring forward. And our vendors will tell us that they're extremely motivated to move this one on. Time is of the essence, So here is your opportunity to purchase a little piece of Whitfield Paradise. Legally described, it's a freehold estate being 620 square metres, more or less, of that freehold terra firma. You'll find that unique identifier being 326891. Settlement date, well, that's down as 20 days from the date of sale or other date, otherwise as mutually agreed upon, no changes to that. And you'll just find in the further terms of sale that Waihi Mine clause inviting you to seek further information should you wish to do so. Channels list, you'll see it on the screen there, not too long, pretty easy to keep track of, no changes to those there, Steve. Perfect, that's wonderful. Now this beautifully presented home has a spacious open plan kitchen, dining and living area, meaning that you're entertaining your friends and your family. Well, it's going to be a breeze here. Constructed from brick, one of mine and many buyers' favourite claddings, this home sees plenty of sun and is a nice quiet setting which makes it an inviting and enjoyable place to spend all of your spare time. The bedrooms, well, they're a good size with the master boasting a walk-in wardrobe and ensuite. This low-maintenance home, well, it's a perfect place to just lock and leave for those wishing to get away from life's chores and enjoy life's adventures. Buyers in your hands now. Look for a start then. Who wants to kick us off? Start us away then at 17 Somerset Street in Waihi. Once again, it's those cash buyers. You've done your due diligence. You're here ahead of the competition. You're the ones we're looking for. Call around the room first time then. Second opportunity. Third time I look for it on the floor then. No, it doesn't look like we've got the cash on this one there, Steve, but I know our vendors, as I mentioned, very motivated, and they've instructed us to price the property. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. We are priced it at 639,000.
639,000. That seems like a pretty sharp price there, Steve, and I'm sure you'll get quite a few phone calls in the coming hours, people wanting to take a look at that one. If you do have interest, of course, give Steve a call. He'll be only too happy to help. 639 000, that's what it'll take.
Just before you go on, Jordan, I'd just like to take the opportunity to, we have a situation here at EVES, guys, where we recognise excellence in auction marketing. And today it gives me great pleasure to announce that Steve Cameron has just re-qualified for the Golden Hammer Club. So congratulations, Steve. He's a master at it.
Well, I see. No worries. Right, we're moving straight ahead then. 26 Whitfield Place. And Ashley and Diane Davidson, they've been marketing this wonderful property there. And doesn't it look fantastic on the screen in front of you? I'm sure if you've got interest, you've seen the property and you know exactly what it is that you like. From the bell bottoms to the rise of disco, well, the 70s, it produced some great things. None more so than this north-facing, solidly constructed 3-bedroom home. Legally described as 637 square metres, more or less, of freehold land. Record of title is SA 4B, folio 26 of that South Auckland Land Registry. Now the settlement date, that's set for 50 days after the date of sale, or as otherwise mutually agreed upon. So there's a little bit of flexibility up the sleeve should you need it. And the chattels list on the screen there, no changes to those. There we go, folks. A serene vibe throughout with clean lines and natural views. Double glazing and ducted air conditioning are featured for ultimate comfort. Unseen from the road is an oversized integral double garage with an abundance of off-street parking and ample play space as well for the energetic children or furry friends. With an oversized kitchen, it's great for the home baker. This light and bright home offers supreme living and entertaining throughout. Taking in all of the summer sun and all that sun that is on offer, and I promise you some bad weather we've had, it is coming, folks. You've got that privileged north-facing aspect. Enjoy your views out towards the harbour and Mount Mononui whilst sipping your favourite cocktail, as rest is almost mandatory since that tasteful reno has already been completed in the recent years. 26 Whitfield Place, we look for that cash buyer now, folks. In your hands, start us away. Brick home, that's what we're after, isn't it? That's what we all crave. solid construction. Cash buy is what we're great right now. First time I call it around the room. Second opportunity then. Third time. Looking for the cash. Don't have it on this one either, but pass it over to you. I know you're working with a couple of parties, so we'll be very happy to take a phone call and hear that this one is still available. Wish you all the best with that. I'm sure it won't be very long. Option closed.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, this next property, 11 College Place. Mary Nichols should be marketing this one. A wonderful property and a wonderful offering for you there. Awake to the bird song and feel the pull of nature right outside your humble abode. 11 College Place, well, it provides the essentials of everyday living in your own little sanctuary. Legally described, it's a freehold estate being 1,070 square metres more or less. Unique identifier is SA33B, folio 970. Now the settlement date, that's set at 19 December 2022, so just before Christmas. It was a little Christmas present to yourself if you're buying today. And then channels list, you'll see it on the screen there. No further changes to those, so we bid with confidence.
Dishwasher's added.
The dishwasher is added. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have that change there. Make sure you're aware of that if your intentions are to buy. Very worthy addition to the chattels list. The family home, well, it features a neutral colour palette, which enables you to bring your own favourite textures and colours to really make the decor pop, if you will. The covered deck, well, that'll bring its own benefits come a rainy day, which we've had a couple of, and certainly come the autumn and the spring months, the covered deck will be highly sought after. Wetlands to observe, full of bird life to keep all the family entertained. Open plan kitchen for the chef of the day to work their magic in there, for which you'll be grateful to harvest the grapevines, the fruit, the fig and citrus trees throughout the year to assist with your meals. Well, this is a brilliant opportunity for first home buyers to get on the property ladder in a very handy location. A short walk to Te Awa Lane Institute of Technology and a nearby bus stop as well. Ample off-street parking when the friends and family come to visit, and if you're lucky enough to own a boat, caravan or jet ski, well, there's room for that too. Buyers, you know the drill by now. Start us away if you will. 11 College Place. Look for a buyer. Start us away if you will.
500,000.
500,000, and we welcome you in there at 500,000. Appreciate it there. Look for a rise of 20 at this level there at 500,000. And at 500,000, I call it round the room. First time then with the buyer out the front. Second opportunity, seeking a 20 on the rise. Third time there at 500,000, looking to take us to 520 if you will. Okay, well then with the vendor, clearly bid and placed as a vendor bid at 520, 540 would be the next clear and obvious move. So 520 with the vendor, I look for another 20 on top there, Steve, and on the nod we get it there. At 540 we are out the front. At 540,000 then, I call it around the room, first time then at 540 up the front. I'll seek another 20, now we go. At 540 first, second opportunity then. Third time at 540. Well, it looks like you're our cash buyer in the room at the moment. Look, I'm happy to stay out of it. Would you like to improve your position? And we'll give you that opportunity to talk to our negotiating team. Take us to 560 and we'll give you that opportunity to have a conversation.
560.
Okay, 560 we are then. At 560, call it around the room, obliged to do so, but then we pause if no further bids. First time then I call it. Second opportunity. Third time. Okay, look, pausing the auction, negotiations just over here. Thank you. Well, thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Again, just a very warm welcome to all of our viewers on the live stream. Appreciate you tuning in across the World Wide Web there. And of course, a very warm welcome to everybody in the room today. Now, I mentioned before he was a busy man, and well, you'll see him up here again with another fantastic property. Set yourself up for a relaxed and stress-free beach lifestyle in this feel-good home within that newly developed Terrace Views subdivision. Legally described as a freehold estate, firstly an estate in fee simple, and square metres more or less, and secondly in a state of fee simple as to an undivided 1/12 share of 1,304 square metres more or less, both the first and second estates being comprised and described in the record of title 819919. Now the chattels, there's been a couple of, just a change there. The under-bench oven has been added to the chattels list there, and your settlement date is set at 97 days from the date of the agreement, or as otherwise mutually agreed. No further changes to anything there, Leon? All good to go. Entertainers will love the seamless access from the kitchen through to the dining and living, outdoors right to that sunny patio. Enjoying a carefree afternoon out here with friends and peace of mind while children or pets play safely within that fully fenced yard. The relaxed and low maintenance nature of this home will be appreciated from the street smart and fuss-free exterior to the easy to manage surroundings. Add your own creative flair even to elevate the outdoors, or simply enjoy the minimal upkeep on offer, ensuring that your weekends, well, they are kept free for you. An excellent start for young families wanting to settle into a relaxed and friendly neighbourhood with good schooling nearby. It's a great opportunity to simplify your living. Look for a start then on this one here at 3 Cafeteria Place. Bidders, buyers, cash buyers, that's who we look for then. Look for a start now, call it around the room, first time. I know you've got some conditional interest in this one, Leon, so this is the opportunity for the cash buyers to beat those conditional buyers out. Second opportunity then. Third time. Speak now or forever hold your peace. No, looks like the conditional buyers, they're going to get a go at this one, Leon, so we'll close the auction, pass it to you. Wish you all the best. I'm sure it won't be long before this one's under contract. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, we'll move on to the next fantastic property we've got offering here at 19 Sunnyvale Road, Matua. Ashlyn McGregor, she's been marketing this one here. It must have been a pleasure to market a property like this. A little bit of something for everyone in a property like this, isn't it? Especially if you don't mind a little bit of work there, folks. This home sits in a fabulous secluded spot in Matua, close to local schools, walking and biking tracks, and the local sports ground as well. Legally described as a freehold estate, being 921 square metres more or less. Record of title is SA 8A Folio 536. Now your settlement date is set at 10 working days from the date of sale, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon, so not too long before you move in there, folks, if you are out today. There's an extended chattels list to note, but of course that's your list up there that you better buy on today. Now the further terms of sale, 23.0, just in regards to the vendor warranties and sort of the variation to that. Of course you will have seen the contract and you'll be aware of how that will affect you and the property that you intend to buy today. Now this wonderful home is seeking some finishing touches. Seize the opportunity to finish off the fun part. Select the paint palette and add your personal touches as and when you like. A lot of the necessary behind the scenes work, well, that's already been completed for you. Enjoy a view of the mount from the master bedroom upstairs and its own secluded space. There is also allocated spaces for a walk-in wardrobe and ensuite should you wish. Most of the plumbing, wiring, insulation, well, it's already in place, ready to go. You just need to decide if you want to use the new, still in the boxes, fixtures and fittings and tiles, or whether you want to choose your own preferred options. With a single garage with ample off-street parking for growing families and plenty of lawn to run and play, those with a little DIY in their DNA certainly will reap the rewards. Reap the rewards from this wonderful home at 19 Sunnyvale Road in Matua. Bidders, buyers in your hands, start us away if you will be.
700.
700, absolutely at 700, welcome you at 700, and well at that level I'll look for a 50 on the rise then, but at 700 I welcome the bid. Cash buyers, that's who we deal with here, but at 700 I look for a rise now of 50, first time I call it. Second opportunity then at 700, take me to 750 if you will, buyers. Third time at 700,000 then. Okay, no, 750 with me, the vendor, needs to be north of that number, sir, and I'll welcome you in for another 50 if you will. That's 750 with the vendor then, call it round the room, first time. Can I get you there to 800, sir? No, shaking the head the wrong way there, sir. At 750 with the vendor. Second opportunity. Third time at 750,000. Perhaps a smaller increment might help you there, sir. You look like a man, you know what you want.
I'll match you at 750.
Match me at 750. Well, I'll give you the bid at 750 and we'll call it again. At 750 with you, then we are. At 750,000, seeking a rise. Still looking to get to that 800 mark at the moment though. But at 750, it's better your money than mine. The vendors already own it. They don't want to buy it again. At 750,000 then, first time around the room. Second opportunity at 750,000. Third time at 750. Take me to 800 if you will, but don't let me limit you. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we've got the cash bidder. Would you like to extend your position any further, sir? No, at 750, we stay where we are. Well, my instructions here, actually, they tell me that a property of this calibre is certainly northern side of 750, so if there's no further action on it, we're going to have to close it. So call it final time around the room. Nothing further. Well, unfortunately, our vendors, well, they know the sort of property and the calibre of property of this sort of calibre worthy of a number higher than 750. So we'll close the auction there. You've obviously got an interested party in the room, so we'll let you have a conversation with them, and we wish you all the very best. I'm sure it won't be long before we get this one over the line. Thank you very much. Appreciate your bidding, sir. Right, we're moving right on then, folks. 32 Snowden Street, Otumoetai. And Crystal Harvey, she's been marketing this property here, a wonderful property and a wonderful surrounding as well. Surrounded by trees and a quiet and private setting, 32 Snowden Street offers a rural feel with plenty of space. Legally described, it's a freehold estate being 818 square metres more or less. Unique identifier is 588577. Your settlement date is set at 20th of December 2022, or other such date is mutually agreed on between the parties. Your chattels list, you'll see it up there, just the shed as an excluded chattel, otherwise the other ones you see up there are all included in the sale today. No changes at all to that list with the settlement date up there. No changes, she says, so we're all bidding with confidence today, knowing exactly what we bid and buy. With a large living area and a practical kitchen, weeknight cooking becomes less of a chore in this functional and bright kitchen space. Plus, the outlook from the kitchen provides a lovely rural setting to relax the mind. A comfortable and homely feel to it, and don't forget the separate dining room to bring a little formality and sophistication to your Sunday night roast dinners. Partially renovated, this lovely home offers potential to add your own touches, but is certainly comfortable enough to move right on and enjoy. With a great outdoor decking area for sipping sangrias, or maybe just your favourite cup of Chanui tea. Sunny living with a country feel, well, that's exactly what we offer you here. Start us away, buyers. You know how it works by now. Late on a Thursday afternoon, we understand you're tired, but dig in for the final one here. Call around the room, first time I seek an opening offer. Second opportunity then for the cash buyer. Third time. Final opportunity. Well, looks like we've got no cash on this one, but I know you've got some parties who'll be very happy to hear that this is still available. So wish you all the best. I'm sure it won't be long before we get a sold sticker on the sign out the front. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We just go back to 11 College Place, just a little bit of conversating going on to see if we could help out our buyer get over the line. Can I confirm we've had an increase of bid from 560 to 593? Can you confirm for me? Yes, okay, so 593, leading bidder there, not quite where my instructions tell us we need to be, so I'll call around the room for a further improvement. But at 593,000 out the front, first time, Second opportunity, perhaps 600 might be the clear next step. Third time then, and final opportunity. Okay, look, unfortunately couldn't help you out today, but I know you've been working with Steve over here, and Mary's got some people she needs to make some phone calls to as well. So wish you all the best with it. Appreciate the bidding. Good luck on that one there, Mary, and I'm sure it won't be long before we get that one over the line. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along today, tuning in on the live stream. Do appreciate it, and we'll see you back next Thursday for another list of wonderful properties at the EVES Auction Room. Thank you.